poisoning so many people. We're going to stop the drugs from pouring in, believe me. As Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton allowed thousands of the most dangerous and violent criminal aliens to go free because their home countries very intelligently would not take them back. They didn't want murderers. They didn't want gang members. They didn't want drug lords. But I promise you this, when we bring them back to their countries, not once will they ever come back to us. I promise you, not once. Hillary supports totally open borders, there goes your country, and strongly supports sanctuary cities like San Francisco, where Kate Steinle was murdered by an illegal immigrant deported more than 5 times. Thousands of Americans would be alive today if not for the open border policies of Obama and Clinton. On Mother's Day in 2009, Carson City-born 17-year-old Renee Angulo was out driving looking for a job when he was shot in the head and brutally murdered.
All right, guys, something just happened at the rally. I'm replaying it for you guys. I guess somebody's saying that there was a gun involved. I don't know, but they rushed Trump off the stage. You're going to watch it right here live again.
Put him in prison. He must be incarcerated. Renee was pulled from his vehicle and left to die.
This is a replay of what just happened. It looks like there was something that was very threatening to Donald Trump. They rushed him off the stage. The crowd went crazy.
The illegal immigrant killer had a previous conviction involving murder in Carson City, but was released and allowed to roam free and did further damage after that. Oh, there's story after story. We could go for days and days and days. There's story after story, one worse than the other. A Trump administration will end this nightmare of violence. We will protect American lives. We will cancel all federal funding to sanctuary cities. We will stop illegal immigration. And by the way, I have tremendous support within the Hispanic Latino community. Tremendous. Because they came here. They came here legally. They want to see borders. They have their jobs, which are
all right, guys.
jobs.
It's in about a minute and a half. You're going to see it happen right here. So this is just a replay of just moments ago. Trump being rushed off the stage. I think they said something. I heard people saying it was a gun. I don't know. But it was a massive chaos that took place just now in the Trump rally.
You have now, where people wait 10 and 12 years before they get in. We'll have a streamlined, beautiful process. It'll be efficient. It'll be efficient, not the way it is now. So we've had this tremendous outpouring of love from the Hispanic community. A certain radio station in New York said the owner of the station was on another show, and it's all Spanish, and he was being interviewed. And he said, you know, I don't know about this whole thing with Trump, because everybody that calls us, every single person is in favor of Trump.
It's about to happen.
So we're going to have
just keep your eyes peeled.
We're going to have tremendous Hispanic, Latino support on Tuesday. Tremendous. I think it's going to be tremendous. We have one of those guys from the Hillary Clinton campaign. How much are you being paid? $1,500? All right, take him out. When we win the election on Tuesday, you will finally have a government on your side, fighting for your community and protecting your family. By the way, folks, while we're at it, great.
Here it comes. This is where they take him out. All right, they're saying that some are saying there was a gun involved. This person was a protester. I guess they're just tromping on him right now. They just had to take out Donald Trump in the midst of this rally. This happened just moments ago, just minutes ago. This is just a rebroadcast of what just took place. Trump rushed off the stage by Secret Service while they trounce somebody in the audience. Somebody in the audience must have had something, some kind of a weapon. He was definitely a threat to what was happening at that moment. He wasn't just a regular protester. There was obviously something that just happened. We'll find out here real soon, I'm sure. This happened just minutes ago. Donald Trump is okay. He is okay. He is back up on the stage right at this moment, or this is just a replay, but he's on the stage right now. This took place just minutes ago. I believe they got the guy, whoever it was. This just reiterates, and we need to really understand the dangers that are taking place within this country. He's talking about violence. This country is so violent now, it seems, and this election has been ramped up to such a degree that people are just going crazy. People are literally going crazy here. I really felt led. I'm a believer. I'm a Christian. I felt led to call people to pray last night. Really, seriously. You guys saw my post on the front of my page here, and I prayed with this whole group that was here last night, about 1,500 people. I said a prayer because I really felt that we're entering into some pretty tumultuous times. This country is going into some tumultuous times, and for all you that are believers out there, you lift up some prayers for Donald Trump and his family, and you lift up some prayers for this country, because this needs to change. This culture of violence, this corruption, there's so much corruption that is coming out. If anybody just studied the WikiLeaks and how they handle their campaign, we're talking about the Clinton campaign, you'll know that a lot of these types of things were planned.
Nobody is going to stop this movement. Nobody. Your next president of the United States will be back in a couple of minutes, so hang tight. We love you, Trump train. Let's go.
The Trump train. Get on the Trump train. All right, he'll be back out in just a minute.
Put the music back on.
All right, we're just going to hang tight here and just talk about this before he comes out. And just for all you guys that know, are a little older, that have a little history behind you, you understand the era of, political assassinations, going back to Kennedy's, going back to Martin Luther King, those tumultuous years of the 60s, the radicals that were rising up. Many of those radicals are now in government, worked their way up into the highest places of power and are now at the helm. And these are the times that we're living in. And you're seeing a real conservative kind of backlash to kind of go back, to the way it used to be. Trying to get our country back on a focus back on what made us a great nation. The moralities, the principles, the education, the educational standards that we had. I mean, all these things, our economics, the way we manufactured, all these things that made America great. And we're trying to go back to that place. And yet, we are so far away because we've become so much of a globalistic kind of pandering to this idea that there's going to be a world government, a world bank, and a power. The people that have all the power aren't those big corporations and billionaires. Now, Trump obviously is a billionaire, but he understands he's not your average billionaire. He's really looking at the system and he sees the problem. It's not, he even said it not too long ago, I'm not running against Hillary. I'm running against, and he pointed to the media. He says, I'm running against the media. I'm running against the system. It's really what Trump is saying. He's not running against just Hillary. He's running against the rigged system. That's really what it's all about. So let's go back here real quick and see what happens here. If he gets back up on stage. As soon as he's on stage, there he is. All right, let's listen. We got to get this music off here real quick. There's a bunch of music being played. Let's hear what he's got to say. He's going to be talking in just a minute.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Thank you. Nobody said it was going to be easy for us, but we will never be stopped. Never, ever be stopped. I want to thank the Secret Service. These guys are fantastic. They don't get enough credit. They don't get enough credit. They're amazing people. So let's get back to repealing the defense sequester. Right now, it doesn't sound that exciting, but it's very important because we're going to rebuild our badly depleted military. That means brand new modern aircraft for Naval Air Station. And you know what I'm talking. Fallon. Who's Fallon? Any? Not far from here, the Naval Air Station. We have aircraft that's 18 and 20 years old. We have aircraft much older than that. We can't even buy parts to some of our aircraft. They're so old, they don't make the parts anymore. I'm honored to have the endorsement of more than 200 top admirals and generals and 22 Medal of Honor recipients. Now see those Medal of Honor recipients? When they saw that scene over there, they would have brushed off the Secret Service and they would have jumped in. They're incredible people. Incredible. We have now many, many more coming also to endorse the whole campaign. It's been a beautiful thing. Hillary Clinton brought death, I love you too, and disaster. And I want to thank all of these people. Wow. You are amazing. Thank you, fellas. I saw what you were doing. That's a tough group of people right here. Thank you. Thank you. That's really great. I saw that. That was pretty amazing. Nobody messes with our people, right? Nobody. She brought death and disaster to Iraq and Syria and Libya, and she empowered Iran and she unleashed ISIS across the world. She created a vacuum and ISIS was formed. Now she's saying she's going to get rid of it. She has no chance of getting rid of ISIS. We are going to get rid of it fast. And when we go in to do something, we don't announce it 4 months before we do it, like Mosul. We don't announce that we're going into Mosul to get the leaders who leave about 2 minutes after they hear the first announcement.
All right, if anybody wants to see it, what just happened, scroll back. You can scroll back and you can watch it. It's around 8 minutes in, somebody said.
And now the Middle East is in worse shape than it's ever been by a factor of 10. They've dragged us into foreign wars that make us less safe. They shipped our jobs and wealth to other countries. And they've left our borders wide open at home. We send our troops to foreign countries to defend their borders, but our politicians refuse to defend our borders. Figure that one out. That will change on November 8th. A Trump administration will never, ever put the interests of a foreign country before the interests of our country. From now on, it's going to be America first. To all Americans, I say, it's time for change. It's time for real leadership. We're going to have real leadership. Just in finishing up, I want you to think about what we can accomplish in the first 100 days of a Trump administration. We are going to have the biggest tax cut since Ronald Reagan. And she is going to raise your taxes substantially. We will eliminate every unnecessary job-killing regulation. We will cancel every illegal Obama executive order. We will protect religious liberty. Have to do it. Rebuild our military, and we are going to take care for once and for all of our great, great veterans. For once and for all. They've been treated very badly. We will provide school choice and put an end to Common Core. We're bringing education local. And support the great men and women of law enforcement. Great people, amazing people. We're going to save our Second Amendment, which is under siege. So important. We have the NRA total endorsement, earliest endorsement they've ever given. And appoint justices to the Supreme Court of the United States who will uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. It's time to cut our ties with the failed politicians of the past. Hillary Clinton is the candidate of yesterday. Folks, she's been doing this for 30 years, and it's only bad. We are the movement of the future. We're fighting for every parent who lost their child to drugs and crime and right? And gang violence. So much gang violence. We're fighting for every community whose jobs and dreams have been ripped out and shipped to other countries. No more, no more, no more. And we're fighting for every American who believes government should serve the people, not the donors and not the special interests. I'm asking you to dream big, because with your vote, we are just, can you believe this, 3 days away from the change you've been waiting for your entire life. Amazing. You're going to remember this day, and you're going to remember this evening, and you're going to remember the vote that you cast, whether you've cast it or whether you will be casting it. And you're going to say, it was the single greatest vote you ever have cast. Because that's when your country started winning again. We're going to win with trade. We're going to win on the border. We're going to win the war on drugs. We're going to knock the hell out of ISIS. Have no choice. We're going to win so much, you're going to get tired of winning. You're going to say, you know, this guy's winning too much. Because you're not used to winning, because we never win. We don't win with war. We don't win with trade. We don't win on the borders. You're going to win so much, you're going to love it. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Because together we will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. God bless you.
All right, guys. God bless you all. Say hello to your new president. I was going to say hello to my little friend. No, this is the next president right here. The president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. How many of you guys can say amen to that? Type 1 if you're going to say hello to Donald J. Trump as the president of the United States in 3 days. How many of you out there are going to say it? How many of you guys believe he's going to be the next president? Right here. This is the movement. This is what's sweeping the nation. This is it. God bless Donald Trump. Pray for Donald. Pray for his safety. Pray for his family. Pray for this country. We have a future, I truly believe. I truly believe there's still a future left for this country, and the only way we're going to get there is through Donald J. Trump. God bless you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, and continue to support this channel in every way. We'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.
Our movement, the new government controlled by you, the American people. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington, and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. The political immigration. And by the way, I have tremendous support within the Hispanic Latino community. Tremendous. Because they came here legally. They want to see borders. They have their jobs, which are
all right, guys.
jobs.
It's in about a minute and a half. You're going to see it happen right here. So this is just a replay of just moments ago. Trump being rushed off the stage. I think they said something. I heard people saying it was a gun. I don't know. But it was a massive chaos that took place just now in the Trump rally.
You have now was out driving looking for a job when he was shot in the head and brutally murdered.
All right, guys. Something just happened at the rally. I'm replaying it for you guys. I guess somebody's saying that there was a gun involved. I don't know, but they rushed Trump off the stage. You're going to watch it right here live again.
Put him in prison. He must be incarcerated. Rene was pulled from his vehicle and left to die.
This is a replay of what just happened. It looks like there was something that was very threatening to Donald Trump. They rushed him off the stage. The crowd went crazy.
Poisoning so many people. So many people. We're going to stop the drugs from pouring in, believe me. As Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton allowed thousands of the most dangerous and violent criminal aliens to go free because their home countries very intelligently would not take them back. They didn't want murderers. They didn't want gang members. They didn't want drug lords. But I promise you this, when we bring them back to their countries, not once will they ever come back to us. The illegal immigrant killer had a previous conviction involving murder in Carson City, but was released and allowed to roam free and did further damage after that. Oh, there's story after story. We could go for days and days and days. There's story after story, one worse than the other. A Trump administration will end this nightmare of violence. We will protect American lives. We will cancel all federal funding to sanctuary cities. We will stop illegals. Not once. Hillary supports totally open borders. There goes your country. And strongly supports sanctuary cities like San Francisco, where Kate Steinle was murdered by an illegal immigrant deported more than 5 times. Thousands of Americans would be alive today if not for the open border policies of Obama and Clinton. On Mother's Day in 2009, Carson City-born 17-year-old Renee Angulo